couple of late nights and sketches and working with a medical technology company, we developed Lids by Design. Lids by Design is a medical-grade correcting strip. It goes on the eyelid to instantly lift and recontour heavy hooded eyelids. But whether you're just starting to see that sagging and loss of collagen and elasticity, or if you actually have impaired vision, we help women all around the world feel better. We're the only product on the market to really address those heavy hooded eyelids where no one else is really doing that. And so we use the highest technology and really provide the highest standards, hypoallergenic, medical grade, and latex free. So we're sure to deliver safe and simple solutions to clients that really need them.
Oh, welcome everybody. We're watching a little bit of vision there before and after, and it is instant. As soon as you put the Contours RX strips on, you get that result right there. As Britton was saying in the intro, this was created out of her own need. She was actually contemplating going and having surgery and thought, you know what, there must be an alternative. If that's where you're at, if you're looking in the mirror and you're seeing less and less of that area at the bottom of the eye where you would generally put your eyeshadow, if you're finding your eyeshadow is going up onto that upper lid because this part is collapsing down, then you will really benefit from wearing Contours RS. Now, we are live, so if I do invite you, if you've got any questions or queries, Britton will be joining us in just a few moments to show us how. We've got Sean also in the studio, and I'm going to show you as well live how easy this is to do. But we might get into our previews to start with. We've got a few different pack options for you and a couple of other goodies that will really help work with the Contours RX with the strips to make your application even better, even easier. All right, take a quick look at our main pack, which is the 3-pack. This is 202704. So this is the variety pack. You've got loads in there. You've got, there's 2 5 mils and a variety, or 2 6 mil and variety, or 2 7 and variety. Now we're going to explain what the 5, 6 and 7 mil relates to. So if you're thinking, oh gosh, I like the idea of lifting up my eyelids, but I don't know what they're talking about with regards to the sizing, it all depends on how much of a dramatic look you want. If you've got severe hooding, you might like to go with the 7 mil. Casual, you see the just a little bit of an eye opener, just a bit of a refresher. The casual is the 5 mil. A moderate lift would be the 6 mil. And, of course, the dramatic lift created with the 7 mil. Of course, you also get a little bit of a variety pack in with that. You also get the application tweezers, and they do come packaged up in a container all ready to keep nice and sealed and together. So that's $99.95. Now, there's an add-on offer to this event, which is the Jumbo Pencil Primer. So that is going to help with whatever eyeshadow you might like to put on. And we're going to talk about makeup application along with your Contours RX throughout the show. Now, that comes in at just $19.95 with the purchase of your pack from Contours RX, as opposed to about $40. So it's half price, which is great. Now, we also have some prep pads. And I've not seen these before. I'll talk to Britton about that in just a few moments. But what a fabulous idea, because you know how sometimes the eyelids get a little bit oily. So you sort of want to prep them prior to application. And it's going to exfoliate, removing dead skin cells and bacteria, using that special exfoliating. That then will allow the pad, the little silicone pad, to actually stay on the eyelid far more effectively. So it reduces bacteria, dead skin cells, itching, redness and inflammation, improves health, new cell turnover, the hydration, elasticity and chronic eye conditions. So if you've got anything like that, these can help with that too. That's 202838. They're just $24.95 for 30 pads. Now we've also got the Touch Up Tool 3-pack. They are back, $14.95 for those. Great for just smoothing the hair on the eyebrow, in between the eyebrows, maybe at the back of the neck. Really quick, yep, the upper lip, the cheek area. Maybe you've got a little bit of hair growing there that above the eyebrow to create that absolutely perfect brow. even on the body. Anywhere that you don't want to see hair, even on the toes, if you get a little bit of hair on the toe, the top of the toe there. For the 3-pack there, it's just $14.95. Okay, and I think we've got the tweezers. Have we still got the tweezers? We have got the tweezers. They are yes, the precision. Oh my gosh, ladies. These are the best tweezers you'll ever use. $19.95, they're awesome. That's 202389. All right, let's say hello to the gorgeous lady herself. Britton, hello, welcome back.
Hello, gorgeous. How are you?
Really well. I love your little setup there. I think I want to move in. It looks gorgeous. Can you hear us okay? Oh, I think we've just lost sound. We'll come back to Britton in just a moment. We're going to have a look at our first pack in detail. So remember, you choose between 5ml, 6ml, or 7ml, depending on the amount of the lift, I guess, that you want to achieve. I'm going to turn around one of the boxes here. Oh, I think we've got Britton back. Is she back?
Hello, can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you. There you are. I was saying it looks gorgeous where you are. I think I want to move in.
Thank you.
Britton, for those ladies that haven't yet seen Contours RX, can you take everybody across the brand again, how it came to be, and of course, you know, the whole philosophy behind what makes this such an effective treatment for such an annoying drama?
Absolutely. I developed Contours RX 6 years ago, essentially out of my own need. There was nothing on the market that was dealing with heavy hooded eyelids outside of surgery or just living with it. And I wasn't prepared to cut it off. There was nothing on the market helping me. And so Contours RX is all founded around safe, simple solutions that are affordable but deliver you instant results. And that's exactly what everyone's going to see in the next hour, is how to open up those eyes. Yes. So if anybody is tired of looking tired, which is exactly my story, and it was actually impacting my confidence a lot, because I was going to work every day looking like I did not sleep, or I had maybe had too much wine the night before, and it was really impacting my confidence. So something that is so simple and safe, this is wearable technology that simply goes on the eyelid to instantly lift those heavy hooded, tired, aged eyes.
And it's actually really quick and really simple. And I love what you said there too. And, you know, I think many ladies face this as we age. It's you know, another thing that we have to put up with, that skin becomes heavier. It collapses down onto that lower lid, and it does make us look older. We're just seeing that vision of you here applying.
Yes. This is my normal morning routine. You can see that in just a couple of easy steps, one application, instant results. Look, boom. One eyelid is nice and lifted and recontoured. And what a much younger appearance I have in a matter of seconds. We'll get into some makeup tips, but you do not need makeup to cover these up. The best part about this is you can do this in the comfort of your own bathroom, as she's doing here. Instant lift, and that is exactly what we're gonna see, a much more youthful appearance when you see side by side. We can do this every single day or just on special occasions. So everybody think about the next occasions coming up, and whether it's a job interview, a date night, or if you're just tired of looking tired every day. I actually suffer from impaired vision. That's how bad my heavy hooded eyelids are.
Yes. Now,
there's a great example.
Yeah, that one's perfect. And you know what, which is what I've noticed, is now putting on eyeliner underneath, I'm finding that edge, that little corner. See, look at that one. That lady's now got an eyelid.
She looks angry in her before, and we've just lifted and supported. It's that push-up bra for that eyelid.
Yes, yes. One I've actually just started. Oh, here's another nice one too. See, look how much more youthful. That youthful, look at that open eye look.
And she's one of my clients that's very natural. She's not into, you know, big eyelashes, big makeup. She's not after a glam Hollywood look. She just doesn't want to look tired anymore. But the best part is now she's got an eyelid to do that makeup on, because she didn't have an eyelid before. So we'll show you some makeup if you want to do that smoky eyelid and finally have something to work with.
Exactly.
But as you just said, mascara is all over your face before you ever walk out because that eyelid is pushing them down. Yeah.
That's it. Well, that's what I've just started noticing too with the corners, just the corners. And I was having a play the other day and oh my gosh, I'm so excited because I had not had a chance to use them. Well, I hadn't actually really felt that I needed to up until probably the last 3 to 6 months. And wow, I've been holding my eyebrow up, Britain, doing these ones. I'm thinking, well, I don't want to go and have surgery just like you. You were like, I wasn't ready for that. I don't want to cut the skin off. This is something that gives you that instant lift. No surgery required, no discomfort, no pain, no irritation whatsoever. It's instant, it's quick, and it works. So we might get into the nitty-gritty now, Britain, if we could, and just take everybody through the pack, how to choose what size, because we've got the choice of the 5, 6 or 7 mil, and then you get the varieties as well. So can you take us through that if you would?
Absolutely. We have a helpful chart that shows some of my clients and how to choose your size. So maybe you can relate to some of the clients that we have here for the 5, 6, and 7. So the 5 millimeter, if we just see that, she wants an overall just a casual lift. She doesn't have impaired vision, but she does have a slight asymmetry. So we're able to correct that by putting the 5 mil strip a little higher on one eye, the heavier eye, and a little lower on the other. And I'll walk you through lots of tips and tricks here, and we'll do lots of live before and afters. But you can see she's got that nice casual adjustment, that moderate. So if you think that you might be a moderate, you can really wear a 5 or a 6, but maybe you're going into the office just looking tired. You don't have that eyelid you once did. It's not contoured. It's starting to make you look a little bit more tired and aged.
Yes.
You are going to most likely enjoy a 6. Most everybody can wear a 5 or a 6, so I encourage you to start there if this is your first time. For a dramatic, do we have that loss of collagen, that loss of elasticity actually laying on your eyelids? And you have a nice deep ocular cavity, you can really wear some of the bigger strips, which is the 7 mil. But all in all, this collection, you're going to have every single size in the variety pack, which is absolutely phenomenal that we're adding to this collection. You get every single one of those, but 80 strips. This is just showing you those different sizes that we have. Now, I can wear every single size. So this is my eyelid. Now, if we can stay here for just a second, look at my before, Marnie. I have no eyelid. You can't even see my iris, but my pupil is actually impaired. And this is where I have the tired, aged eyes, but impaired vision. And so I usually like to wear at least a little 5 mil to get my vision, to make me have an eyelid so I can go into the office looking more refreshed. But on a weekend or date night, I really enjoy that 6 or 7 mil just to give me a little bit bigger of that lid. So you can really have a go at it. But for day in and day out, we want to go ahead and choose our size, what we're going to wear every day. And then we have that variety pack that's being included for those extra events.
Excellent. And that's what you've got here. So you can choose. So in the actual packs, you've got, as you were saying, Brittany, we actually have got a variety included in. So you're getting the 5s, the 6 or the 7. So within each one, you do receive a little bit of a variety, but 80 all up across the sizes. So
there's actually 240 strips in this collection, which is 41 cents an application. So when we talk about affordable youth that delivers instant results, do you have anything in your cabinet right now that will transform your appearance in seconds after one application without surgery that costs pennies? So it's almost like less than a cup of coffee, but really a cup of coffee for your eyelid. If you want to get in close, I can take you to my other camera and really show you my before and after, and even do a little placement. So you can really see how easy this can be live.
That will be perfect. I'd love to do that. And then I'm going to try and show you the same, because this is the eye that I've been really starting to, which you can just see now. So we're going to do that too, and show you the difference on both myself, and also Sean is here. And I know Sean has been enjoying the, oh gosh, Sean looks amazing. It just, you feel like you've got 10 years off, you know, just like that. There's Sean. Sean's not
You know,
mic'd,
you really
but she's
do.
saying
And
hi.
now, what I love about Sean is she can wear a 5, a 6, or a 7. Of course, I love that 7 mil on her. But I think she's just got a nice casual 5 on today. But look at, if we can get in close, look at her before. And Sean, point to the before eyelid. That is her, yes, on her left side. That eyelid, now just turn a little bit so they can see on your side. That's the corner, Marnie, you're talking about.
Yes.
Now, those assist with those crow's feet. If it's heavy and hooded, laying on your eyelashes. Now, she would have trouble even doing mascara.
On the corners,
but
this
if
is
we
what's
can
happening
lift,
to me.
Yes, and this is what we're lifting. Now, look at her other eye. After one application, this is just the 5 mil, ladies. So try something, if this is your first time, try something casual. Look at the difference. She can go to lunch looking more refreshed. She can go and on that date night, she can go to the market, wherever she's going to go. No makeup needed to cover them up. Something that's so natural and just improves her overall lid. And look, it's no longer folding on the ends, which will help relieve some of those crow's feet.
Exactly. And how much more fresh, you know, how much more youthful that then gives you. So if you're starting to do this, ladies, just the outside edges, or maybe you really do have that rather heavy sort of collapsed look, we've got all sizes catered for you. Just starting to see it, or you've been seeing it for quite a while and you really, you know, trying to put eyeshadow on is like a nightmare, then we can really help you.
Yes.
All right, so let's take us, can you take us through? I think we've got the close-up ready for you, Britton, to be able to show as we go.
Absolutely. So hopefully you guys can see me okay.
Yes.
Hello from Florida in my living room.
Oh, gorgeous.
Yes. But I can do this lift anywhere at any time. And so I literally have that variety pack that we're giving you today in this collection in my car, in my purse. There's nowhere ever that I'm not without it. Yeah. But if you guys can see my before and after, I'm sure you don't need a line. You can see that this is what we're talking about.
Well,
this is that tired, aged. Yes, and this is what impacts my vision, my peripheral. We work with cosmetic surgeons, even Dr. Nassif, providing a non-surgical solution to his clients and patients, as well as optometrists all over the world, because this is a non-surgical bluff, essentially. Look at after one application, instantly recontoured, lifted, no folding. See that?
Yeah.
That's what you're talking about. Now you can see my eyelashes. They're actually being pushed out because you can't see them from that excess skin. So what we're doing is after we clean the eyelid and everything else, we're putting this on before mascara. Let's lift that. So if you've ever gone to the mirror and done one of those, this is that little strip. And so this is the strip. And again, you're getting 240 in this collection. Before I put this on, Marnie, are you guys able to see my hand okay?
Yes, we can see your hand.
So what I want to do, I'm under a lot of lights right here, and I'm going to go upside down. But can you see that strip right there?
Just. Yes.
Okay, so here's how we can get it to disappear. We press and hold. Press and hold, press and hold. And now you can't see it.
No,
that was the biggest strip on there. And so now I'm gonna go ahead and put it on my eyelid, because I don't want everyone to think that this is a white film. It's going to disappear into your eye.
Well,
so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my, and so I'm going to take my tweezers and I just ever so gently get that strip. I don't want to touch it because this is an organic based adhesive. It's a one-time use. And so we don't want to touch it. Everything is medical grade and latex free. What we're doing, and I have an entire YouTube channel and videos and tutorials, but what we're doing is identifying where the base of that fold is. So you can see here where that eyelid is folding. Maybe it's where all of that eyeshadow gathers throughout the day. That's that folded area. Well, I've already cleaned my eyelids. Okay, so I'm just going to demonstrate this. So I'm going to lift that excess skin up and out of the way.
Okay.
So that's really key, is to lift that up. Now, if you need a little pair of glasses to get it off the correcting strip, if you need a magnifying mirror, which I do everywhere,
Yes.
I just got a little mirror right here. I'm going to identify lift. So this is my before.
Okay.
And this is my after. I just simply go in from the corner and I capture that base within the strip, pressing and holding. And then I've got an eyelid. You can see my eyebrows are even. This is that instant result. Are you able to see that result in
Yes.
just a matter of seconds?
Oh my goodness. It's literally an instant eye lift. That is it. Now, I have got
Now, this is. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, but so when we take it off, you'll see that there's a little arc shape. So the arc shape,
Yes.
that's the top. The rounded part is the top. I don't want to touch it. And the straight
Yes.
line is what goes in the crease. Is that correct?
You know, you have to capture that fold within the strip. So
Okay.
what I'm doing is I'm placing that little base of that fold right in the middle of the strip, capturing it. We have to capture it within the strip in order to change it. What we're doing is blocking it from folding. So if you
Yes.
think of like an eraser, we're putting it on and we're blocking that from folding. It has to now find the top
Oh my
of the
gosh, I've
strip
got
to
an eyelid
fold.
again.
If we go below the fold, we won't change it. If we go above it, it won't change. So take one strip and practice multiple times. Don't waste 5 or 6. Look at that. Hello, gorgeous.
Because this eye, I'm
Nice
starting to
eyelid.
get this little bit thing going on here, which I don't like.
Yeah.
So when I'm doing eyeliner now, it's sort of catching on, and I actually went
Yes.
to even see, I know this sounds ridiculous, and people will be like, oh my gosh, seriously, but I actually went to see an eye surgeon, and he said, you're not ready. And I was like, oh, well, that's kind of good, I suppose. And I'm like, well, what do I do in the meantime? That's right, I can do Contours RX. And that...
Absolutely. And that's exactly why I developed it. I was told to either live with it or cut it off, and I wasn't ready. A lot of my clients are not ready. It's either too expensive, but the biggest reason people don't go back to have the surgery is the fear of the unknown. What am I going to look like? Do I really want this look every day? Or do I really want to kind of change it maybe every once in a while? And that's what we can do. We have the freedom to have a casual lift or a more dramatic lift. We can change our eyes in the comfort of our own home whenever we want.
That's right, and it's so quick and so easy. And we didn't actually get it. Did we get it before of me? I don't know if we got it before of me. But you know what? Now that eye is open, like I can feel like, oh, it's awake again. I don't have that heaviness on the eyelid, and it was so easy and so quick. Now that will stay on until I take it off at the end of the day.
Yes.
I didn't actually do the prep with my eyelid, so I probably should have done that, which would have been even better again. But it's there.
Yes. Well,
I can't really feel it. The eye just feels open.
Yes, yes. I love that feeling because I not only have that impaired vision, I look tired and age, but I also get headaches as well.
Yes.
So if you guys want to come back, I'll put it on again because I know it seems very fast, but I also want to really hit home that you're not going to see it. Look at Sean's.
Oh,
She's got the 5 mil. So we can see a nice open, much more youthful looking Sean. She's absolutely beautiful. I don't want her to hide behind tired, aged eyes, or that's the first thing that people see on us. And if they look at Sean, they're going to think, you know, maybe she's older than she looks or tired, and she's not. She feels vibrant. She's gotten lots of rest, but her eyes are not coming across that way until she lifts them. And it's so comfortable. I love it. Now, Sean just placed her finger across there and pressed and held until it was bonded. I always say, if you can see it, it's not yet bonded. So that's what we want to take our time with and really watch those YouTube. But once you get that placement, because, you know, Marnie, with any new product, placement could take practice.
Yes.
So allow yourself a couple of strips. You're getting 240 strips in this collection. That's over 3 months supply. And we're giving that variety pack to you because I want you to explore multiple looks, casual lifts. Let's look at some before and afters because the before and afters are really incredible. Let's say people have a conference call because
Yes.
that's what we're all doing these days, is getting on the camera, getting on the camera and looking at everybody else in the world. And if I was just coming on the call right here, you would think that I just crawled out of bed and rushed to my video call. But what you don't know is I wake up like this. So I'm not only the founder and creator of this, I'm my own client. I don't leave the house without it. I simply place it on, and in just seconds, pressing and holding, I've got that great eyelid I can go about the world in. And I have to, of course, redo my mascara, but it's as simple as that. You can take your time, and at the end of the day, when you're done with this strip, it's a one-time use. So we throw this away. But I always like to say, keep a couple aside just so you can practice with, because every single eye is different.
Oh my gosh,
and if you have an asymmetry, let's see if you have an asymmetry. Maybe you're just treating one eye. So in that case, just put the strip on that one eye that bothers you, and you can go ahead and correct it in just seconds.
That is so true. And I've just put the second one on. And as you said, like, I mean, you get 240. So have a bit of a
240.
practice. Yeah. And you'll start to
41 cents an application.
Oh, that's amazing. Now, that one I need to reposition. So if you don't get it right first time, that's okay. You know, you've got the option to just... So can I take that one off and reposition that one?
Yes, absolutely. Reposition it. The best part is the next product that we're going to get into is that prep pad, which will exfoliate and get rid of all the debris, which will allow you to reposition that strip and still use it. Perfect. So you definitely want this next product that we'll get into a lot more detail on. But the correcting strips don't need anything to work, but we do need to have a clean surface, no makeup oils or moisturizers. Yes. And again, look at the before and afters. They're absolutely incredible. Yes. And you might be able to relate to some of these before and after clients. Exactly. But easy, it's just simply choose your size.
Okay. Now that is easy to do. 5 mil, 6 mil, 7 mil. Now one pack on its own, by the way, is about $50. So you're getting 3, which is like $150 of value. You're getting one absolutely free. So ladies, if you are looking in the mirror, if you are seeing that outside edge starting to impinge on that eyelid, if it's starting to really become a little bit of a difficulty when you're putting makeup on. If you look in the mirror and you're starting to get your fingers and just push out at the end of the eyelid, lift it up a bit, you need to try this. It's quick, it's efficient, it's inexpensive, and it's certainly very, very easy to do. You know, it's like anything, as you say, you know, just a little bit of practice to get you started. And
absolutely. You know, I noticed you went from the outer corner to your eye in. I like to start closer to my nose where that base of the fold is starting and kind of go out. So there's different techniques, and you'll learn. You know, I use my right hand, and I just turn my hand around. So I like to peel the strip, you know, from the edge of where it's going to end on the outside of my eyelid. So using those tweezers and peeling it on the side of where you can look in the mirror and see what you're doing. Some people do this and they're not able to see what they're doing. And so I just kind of turn my hand around for the other eye, but I'm keeping that tweezer on the outside. I think that will really help so many. And then I use a magnifying mirror to identify it, and just lift your chin and lift your brow and go across it. Almost acts like an eraser. So really wherever that base of the fold does, it has to be within the strip. So just follow that line with that strip. Easy and quick. And again, when we lay it on that clean, dry skin, if you see it, it's not yet bonded. So we have to press and hold until it disappears, and you won't be able to see it then.
Exactly. And ladies, if you've just got one eye, like this eye on me isn't quite so bad. This is my one that's really annoying me. So you could just wear one, couldn't you, Britton?
Yeah. Absolutely. You know, what I do is I tend to be a face sleeper. And so if I sleep on one side of my face a little more than the other, then I might have two different numbers on that day. And so that's another reason that that variety pack is so great, because you might just get a little one and put it on one eye to make yourself more even. Or for an overall lift, you might be a 7 on one side and a 5 on the other, which I've done a lot of times. So absolutely, it just depends on your eyes and your overall lift. We can play around with those sizes once you, and that's what's so great about that variety pack is you can really play around with that. We're including it at no cost. There's 80 strips of all the different sizes. Exactly. Excellent. And so I like to we can take, in fact, if you go through my before and afters, you can take yourself through a series of lifts until you are reaching that perfect lift that you want, reprogramming that eye. Exactly. You know, if we use a muscle, if we start using a muscle, which we have a muscle in the back of the ocular cavity, if we start using that muscle, it starts performing for us. It does. So the longer you wear it, the more you wear it, the longer the results. Absolutely.
Now, we are going to take a look at, too, Britton, the Colour Set Jumbo Pencil Primer. We've had people actually saying, you know, what is this? What does it do? This is, it's a bit of an essential, kind of like, and this is obviously the great time to buy it because as an add-on offer, it does come down in price by half. 202388. So it's going to be just $19.95 with the purchase of any of the other packs from Contours RX. And this is it. So what you'll do is put this on prior to your makeup. So this kind of actually gives you, and I think from memory too, Britton, you'll be able to answer me, this actually makes your makeup waterproof.
Oh, absolutely. And one of the great things about all of the products is they are great sellers all on their own merits and benefits. And so where the Lids by Design has an organic-based adhesive, latex-free, hypoallergenic, our Color Set pencil was developed because mineral oils are not good for the eyelids and they don't work with the strip. So all of our products are great on their own, whether you need the strips or not, but they have to complement the actual correcting strip. And so as you're doing, you can be very light, Marnie, and just have it as a highlight, or you can be very liberal with it. This is going to be that all-in-one pencil. It will highlight, brighten, recontour, and actually conceal lines. And so what I want to do is I want to tell you about all those benefits. There's no mineral oils. This is actually vegan. It's without parabens. It has so many benefits and features. We use cocoa glycerides to make this base. And so it has oxygenating benefits and moisturizing elements, all from coconuts. You can Google cocoa glycerides. There's a ton of benefits in it. But we wanted to bring a safe product again for the eye where you can highlight. I just have it around my eyebrow. But I want to actually go ahead and put a strip on because I want to show you how it complements it. Again, you don't need... So
we put the strip on first, don't we?
We want to clean the eyelid. Yes, that prep pad is the very start. But I'm not sure if you can see my close-up here.
Yes,
what I want to do is actually show you. Oh, wonderful. So I'm just going to put a little strip on here. So I'm going to walk it down. I've cleaned my skin, so there's a strip on. I'm going to prove it for you. Now we have our pencil. Again, highlight, brighten, contour. I just used it around my eyebrow, down my nose, and around my cheek, and concealed a little in there. So it's really great. You know, when you get a little older, you don't want to brighten with glitter and powders and things like that. So again, you can go really light and have it completely just do that nice glisten brighten. But today we're going to do a smoky eyelid. So I'm going to go ahead and press a little bit more and be really liberal with this. And what we're doing is covering those edges, blending this in so it's one surface. So shadows will adhere even. Now watch when I place shadow on. I just have a black shadow, Marnie. I think you've been in the studio when I've attempted shadow. So I just have some black shadow here, and I'm going to put it on the side that I didn't have any of the colors set on. You can see that it rarely ever looks like the shadow that we get in our palette, But this is just a pharmacist, a chemist shadow.
Yes, because that happens often, doesn't it? Like the colour that you're looking at in the palette, you go to put it on your eyelid, and it's never the same. You're like, oh, it looks really good there, and it just looks lost.
This is the exact same shadow that is at the top versus on color set. Yeah. So now, and I put it on top of the strip. So 10 times the pigment of your shadows. Shadows will stay in place all day without transfer, because again, we work with optometrists that we want something that we're not going to flakes or transfer in. You don't have to reapply. We've got amazing 5-star reviews on this. And I'm going to do one more thing. Hopefully you can see my bowl of water here. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and pour water all over this. And I want you to look at it. And can you see that it's absolutely deflected, that water? You won't see that water at all. But here's the most important part. This is what I want to show everybody. I didn't disrupt where that strip was, right?
There's the strip.
But look at how much better the shadow took to the strip because we prepared it. Yes. So shadow is not going to adhere to that top part as well because the strip and our skin are not the same surface. So you really need to prime it with a non-oil-based primer, which is why we developed this, because all the primers and shadows on the market were failing, and we couldn't figure it out. And then we discovered that it was all of the mineral oils and all the other things that were not good for you. So we wanted to bring this good quality product to you. And look at how many purposes it really has. It has, really look at this. I did the collarbone. The lips is one of my favorites to do, but highlighting, brightening, recontouring, no mineral oils, 10 times the pigment of shadows, but it's the perfect primer to use if you want to do shadows with your lids. And we're using cocoa glycerides. So again, organic materials going on the skin, moisturizing elements, all in one pencil that will not dry out. And you really have that precision.
Well, that's the thing, you know, and I love this. I remember when we first launched this here at the network, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is like that ultimate pencil to have in your makeup bag, ladies, for the eyes, for the lips, as we just saw in that those images there. But for making any of your eyeshadows, eyeliners, water resistant. So if you know that you know, sort of, you get that transfer, you get that little bit of a fallout, the eyelid, you know, is collapsing down. These obviously with the Lids by Design, opening the eyelid, then applying the primer, you're making all of your colours in your eyeshadow palettes so much more true to life. I've just put a little bit of that primer pencil up on the brow bone. I could have taken that over. In fact, I'm going to do that for our show. We've got another show coming up in a couple of days. But I'm going to bring my eyeshadows down and actually do one eye with the primer and one without. And you'll see how true the colours become.
Absolutely. And that's one of the things that I've done is I've just highlighted. And so this is my eyelid that I've lifted. Yes. And so 2 products here, ladies. I have placed that correcting strip on my eyelid, lifting it and recontouring it, and then I've just brightened it all around. In just a matter of seconds, I've brightened my eyelid and given myself such a more awake, youthful look in just a matter of seconds. Look at the difference 2 products can make.
It's just amazing. I'm just so impressed by, you know, and how I've just done one eye. I think you can see. I'll take this off in a few moments' time because I want to show you that difference again. This eye of mine has just started the last few months. I've noticed this. Well, you can actually see a little bit there now. And yet, in an instant like that, it feels like I've got a little support network, like a little lift up here. See, I don't want to do the eye lifting because I don't want my eyebrows to go up like this, Britton. I'm a bit scared of that look.
Right. Well, some of the bigger strips like that 7 mil, and we can look at those different sizes. You know, when we looked at those different sizes, that's really impactful at how much larger that arch is on the small ones versus the large one. And so when we look at just a little 5 millimeter, which I wear all the time, it doesn't have that great big arch. But that 7 mil really has that arch to trigger that muscle in the back of the ocular cavity, and that's what can lift that brow. So again, if this is your first time, I highly recommend the 5 mil. It's a great size that everybody can fit and everybody can wear. Get used to seeing that eyelid again.
Yes.
It's so incredible when we can lift something in just a matter of seconds, looking and seeing our eye in such a bigger way. And that back picture, if we can go back to that, you can see my iris.
Yes,
you can see I actually have green. Yeah, I actually have green eyes and quite a nice eyelid. So what we're doing, if you're thinking we're stretching or anything else like that, what we're doing is supporting.
That's it.
Again, going back to that support, like that push-up bra, we're supporting that excess skin that's fallen forward from loss of collagen and loss of elasticity. So if you can relate to the ladies on the screen and you're tired of looking tired, you have those heavy hooded eyelids, you don't want to represent yourself as older than you are, and you want to lift this, whether it's every day like I do, or it's just on occasion. Look at this. Look at this client for a second.
Yes.
Now, if you can see at home, she has an asymmetry. She has that loss of collagen and elasticity. She has impaired vision on one side. This is a vision client of mine. So we have completely made her more symmetrical. We put a 6 on one side and a 5 on the other. And so that's where that variety pack can really come in handy when we're using it to do other things. Now, this is one of my favorite clients. She has that corners that you're talking about, Marnie.
Yes,
giving her those crow's feet, and those outer corner folds can really be lifted. And we sleep in them. Some of my clients sleep in this, so it never has a chance to fold at night, and you can wake up looking more rested. But there's my before and after.
Oh, look at that. That's just amazing.
Yes.
So what
I always
size
say
have
if you
got
if you go
Sorry, Britt,
you
what
go
size have you got there?
that is a 6 mil, and if I went out on a date lifted with my 6 mil, I definitely don't want to wake up with my before, so you can definitely sleep in them.
That's so cute. All right, ladies, you've got to get to the phones and make sure you secure your pack. Remember, you've got a $150 value on our first pack, which is 202704. That's coming in at just under $100, but you've got 3 separate packs. Remember, you get your choice of 5, 6 or 7 mil, 160 of those, and then you get 80 in variety of sizes, so you can have a little bit of a play. So choose your size, super easy to do that. I've got the 5 mil on that one. I might actually try the 6 mil. I haven't tried the 6 mil before, so this is a bit exciting.
Yeah.
Give it a little bit of a try out. All right.
That's the flexibility with this, and that's why I always encourage everyone to play around with a couple of strips. But the best part is, we look at consumers' concerns and experience. And one of them was, I didn't get it right the first time. I try to replace it, but I feel like I'm wasting too many strips. First and foremost, pull aside a couple of strips and really get your placement. Once you learn it, you'll know where it is, and going forward, it'll be great. However, every once in a while, I don't place it perfectly either. Okay. So if we clean the eyelid, if we clear away all the bacteria, makeup, oils, dead skin cells, then we're not picking those matters up on the strip, and we're able to reuse them. So, Marnie, I'm going to open this product up by asking a question to you.
Sure.
And everybody out there, have you ever exfoliated the dead skin cells off of your eyelid?
No.
We asked estheticians, doctors, and just our everyday clientele, and the answer across the board was no, because all the products on the market today, they stay away from the eyes. They use harsh acids to exfoliate. We exfoliate our skin.
Yes.
We exfoliate our face. But for some reason, we don't exfoliate our eyelids because the products aren't safe. Well, now you can. This product is so amazing for everyday hygiene. It will clean, exfoliate, hydrate, nourish, brighten, and revive your eyes. It is amazing for everyday eye health, overall eye health, and everyday hygiene. But when we're able to remove those dead skin cells off of the eyelid, we can encourage new skin cell turnover. That will help us with that hydration and elasticity. And we're using B5. So let me just talk about B5. It's an organic material that we already make. So it's found in healthy living skin cells. We produce it already. It's a natural acid that occurs in our body. However, when we get older, we stop producing it. And that's what goes to our elasticity and hydration. So what we're using is we're using a B5 as a natural acid in there. And all of these are individually packed.
Yeah.
So easy. You know, Marnie, you know I travel like 40 weeks a year.
Yes.
So you'll note everything is individually packed, easily to throw in. But now before you unwrap it, I'm going to give you my best tip and trick. I like to keep it in the square because I like to do one eyelid and then turn it around and do the other eyelid.
Okay.
Then I open it up and take it to my lashes. It's safe for lash cleaning. If anybody wants to take this challenge, I will 1000% guarantee if you take the challenge, remove all your makeup, ladies, because this is not just a makeup remover. This is going to take everything that's left from your makeup remover. So, Marnie, you said you cleaned your eyes before.
Yes.
Okay. So if you cleaned your eyes before.
I had no eyeshadow on. But I've still got mascara on.
Oh, yeah, no worries. It's not a makeup remover. Remember, this is going to gently exfoliate safely. Take it around your orbital. After you've exfoliated your eyelid, take it down your lash, and then open it up. Put your finger in there and really take it around your orbital. You're going to get better use of your serums. But I really started noticing I was getting kind of ashy and gray and very dull. Those were dead skin cells sitting on my eyelid. And if eyes are the first thing that we see, this should be one of the first things we do in the morning. I'm obsessed with this. It feels so good. You can actually take it to your hand and actually just exfoliate half your hand. And you can see that glisten, that glow. That's not just because of that vitamin B5. It's nourished, it's plumped. But now we've removed all of the particles, leftover makeup, oils, any type of dead skin cells, any particles. When we remove the matter that can come in between our correcting strips and the transparency, if you haven't been able to get the strips transparent, guess what? It's not going to be if it can't bond fully to the skin. So we need to go ahead and remove it. And we use a derivative from a coconut as the cleaning agent. So coconuts have so much benefit. We use a derivative of a coconut that's actually like a cleansing agent. It's an alcohol that's produced by the coconut. And then we also use B5. So the combination of those two is absolutely incredible. I beg you guys to all take the challenge. Wash your face 5-10 times and then use this around your eyes. And I guarantee you, it will be amazing. You will be shocked at what the fiber pulls from there. So there's a little diamond-shaped fiber technology on here combined with the cocoglyceride agent that cleans it and the B5, that is that natural acid pulling away all those dead skin cells and that dullness, reviving those eyes. This is the first step, whether you need any of the other products or not. This is the first step, should be with everybody. But it is so key. If I love them. There's a whole month supply. And
My
again,
eyelid feels like a baby's bottom. It's so soft. It has not been that soft in years. And I've just put another strip on. Oh my gosh.
Yes. We definitely want to let it dry. And don't you love that?
I love it.
I love it. It feels so good. It feels so good. When we can exfoliate. Look at that.
Now.
Look at your eye. Look at your eyebrow, Marnie. Look at your eyebrow. Now you used maybe a bigger strip, and look at that eyebrow. It's a natural lift. Look at that.
I've got a photo from
no more corner.
No more corner. I haven't got that, lazy corner. Can you see that, everybody?
It's
Hopefully you're all seeing that at home. I'm so excited about this. And those pads are amazing. So if you can pick up on those, they're only $24.95 because that's going to prep that skin perfectly. Now, we've only got a minute left to talk about the touch-up tool, the 3-pack. And then I don't know if
Yes.
I've had any questions. I haven't even checked. I've been so busy doing all the other things. But the touch-up tool, 3 packs. Sorry, 3 packs. So you get 3 in the pack. And these are great. Oh, Britt, can you just take us through this little idea here? Oh, I've got one there, actually.
Absolutely. This is such a necessity. You know, again, everything is on the go. It can fold up. It's such quick. You know, everything is about the eyes for us. And so that's really where I want to focus for all my products, including the ones in development. We want something that's simple, easy, and instant. And so what I love to do with this product is just take it around and just tap it around the eyebrow. You can quickly shape your brow, but the pesky little furry hairs over here on the lip, and I think I heard you say a little something about the toe. I have to say I've used it. God help me. If
I'm not the only
if
one.
my guy's watching, yes, I might have a little hair on my toe, but I've also taken it to my knuckles.
Oh, the knuckles.
It's so funny.
What about in the nose? Can we do it in the nose?
Well, you have to be careful. It is sharp, but it won't cut you. So that's the benefit of this. But where I take it is all around those little tiny baby hairs, all around. But this is like dermaplaning. You are going to get a little dead skin cells. You're going to get a little hair. You're going to get a little of that top layer off of that. And so your makeup is going to feel so much better. You know, dermaplaning is something that is hundreds of dollars, and you have to go and see a medical professional to go and do it. Yeah. So what we can do is very quick, very easy, dermaplane your skin. But over the lip, that pesky little lip hair that, ladies, we are all used to, we can quickly remove that before your makeup application. In fact, I love actually using that little prep pad that we just talked about, the B5 prep pad. After you exfoliate your eyelids, take it around to remove those little hairs. But this is so great on the go. Excellent. Some of our ladies have actually reported missing a couple of them. This is a 3-pack, but they've missed a couple of them because their husbands take them and they find them in their car or their truck as a quick little neck, touch-up tool. Sideburns, all of that stuff. So it's really, now I just did a little of it here. I don't know if you can see that, but that's just what that little around the brow took off of me. And so just shaping that arch just very quickly took off a little bit of that dead skin cells and a little bit of that hair that we don't want. Yeah, it's quick.
So super
it's quick.
easy.
That's why we call it a quick little touch-up tool.
I love it. That's for the 3-pack there. Now we're just going to quickly go back. Britt, we've only got about a minute left of the show, but I have had questions. Can we buy just 1 pack? And we have actually got a great deal on just 1 pack. It's the variety, so you don't need to choose. You do get the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 mil in the pack for just $49.95. It's 202392. And I think we've got a quick look at Sean again. So this would be a great one, everybody. If you just want to dip your toes, if you just want to try it, you like what you've seen, you kind of like what you're hearing, and you're thinking, you know what, I think I would like to, just try this. Please, you've got the 30-day money-back guarantee. Now, Sean has got a 7 on her left and a 6 on her right. So remember the left eye. When we started the hour, that very corner edge, and I don't know if we've got it before.
She did not have an eyelid.
No, she did not have an eyelid.
Oh, did we? You know what? She did not have an eyelid at all. It was absolutely folded. That's why I love the 7s. Look at the arch that she's able to get versus the 6 doesn't have as high of an arch. It's going to be very casual, or the 5. So the 5's not going to give that big, but look at the 7, and that's, again, the different ones. Now, I just want to talk about this variety pack. Ladies, we're giving this to you included in that collection. So
we're just seeing the before and after too, Britt.
Look at that. Look at that.
You've now got an eyelid again, Sean.
Yes.
That
is
so
wonderful. Just a matter of seconds.
Yes.
Look at that. Now we're going to give you those different sizes in there. So again, that comes included in the collection. We didn't talk about the tweezers. I highly recommend them if you're going to be an everyday wearer like me. Absolutely do that. But if you pick up the blades that we just looked at, you're going to save $20 on that all-in-one pencil.
Exactly.
That's $20. So that's our P&P. I wanted everyone to know about that because it has so many uses. But
we're back. We're going to see more from you tomorrow. Do tune in then. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sean. Good night, everybody. Thanks for your company. Good night.
Good night.